So this is gonna be my first vegetarian meal, and it's gonna be a veggie burger. Yay! Let's hope it doesn't taste awful.
What is your current diet?
Nothing special, like a lot of rice and vegetables and meat. I come from a Filipino family, so rice is a main part of our diet.
I'm an omnivore, so I eat plants and animals. I also live in an Asian family, so rice every day.
It's not a particular one. I guess omnivore because I eat both meats and vegetables.
Did you ever think you could be a vegetarian?
Yeah, I did think it's very doable.
Not really. I like meat too much.
Oh yeah, like I really want to try it or have a different diet afterwards if the vegetarian one isn't for me. But like I need a diet.
What do you find the hardest part about being a vegetarian?
Just being really picky with your food.
It'll be when you go places with your friends or like with your family that or like certain restaurants that aren't necessarily tailored to that diet, so you either don't eat anything or you don't eat actual food.
You have to keep a watch out for everything you eat, so you have to like scan your food to make sure there's no meat in it, and you have to be very conscious about what you're eating.
What are you most excited about being a vegetarian?
I feel like there might be some health benefits, and that's mostly what I'm going for.
Just trying new food, because I haven't really tried a lot of vegetarian dishes.
I guess the environmental aspect, that I would help the environment by, not eating meat as much.
How do you think you were going to do?
I think I'm gonna do okay. I don't think I'm gonna break it or anything. I think I can do it for like the whole week. No problems.
I think I'm gonna do pretty okay. Hopefully I don't cheat, but I got this.
I was thinking with all of the meat dishes that my family would cook to just replace it with tofu, and I think I'm good.
Good morning, everyone. This is vlog 1 of day 1 of the vegetarian diet for a week challenge, and I'm starting off the day with the strawberry and banana smoothie that I made this morning. And I already prepared my lunch, which is rice and green beans and tofu cooked in soy sauce, so I'm excited for that. Feeling energized. I'm feeling pretty excited to continue this diet for the rest of the week. Alright, until next time.
Today I have my vegetarian dinner. We have soy meat, some rice, corn, green beans. What is it called? Oh, bitter melon.
So far, I think that it's gone completely as expected. I had a veggie burger and it was fine. I thought it tasted actually pretty okay, and I would probably get it again even if I wasn't on the diet. So I think we're gonna have a really successful week. Hopefully it'll actually work out and I can possibly see if there's any benefits with this by the end of the week. And I'm very hopeful.
Hello, today is April 25th, Wednesday, and this is vlog number 2. Hi, James, Justin,
I'm the most important person. Hold up.
Michelle, and I got the tofu salad. That's absolutely solid. Yeah, we're all going vegetarian.
So, yeah, I'm at church right now. There are a lot of dishes with meat, but there are also a lot with vegetables and fruit, so I think I'm good.
Right now I'm gonna eat dinner. This is pretty similar to yesterday, but a little bit different. I feel pretty much the same. I guess a little bit more sluggish, but that could be due to lack of sleep. So, yeah, stay tuned.
So today is the end of the second day for the vegetarian challenge, and this time I definitely saw some different roadblocks that I had to overcome in the process. I think the first one is like time management. I realized that I might have bought groceries and have the supplies I need, but I don't necessarily know how to meal prep, let alone how to do it in this new diet. And another thing that I actually had was that I actually had to check different ingredients that were a part of my dinner that my parents planned today, because I needed to make sure that all the parts of it were vegetarian. So far, I haven't broken it, and I'm still pretty optimistic.
Hi, my name is Nicole.
I'm Jessica, and let us tell you vegetarian facts that you've probably never heard before. Did you know?
There isn't one type of vegetarian, but there's actually 3 different types of vegetarians. There's lacto-vegetarian, lacto-ovo-vegetarian, and vegan.
Lacto-ovo-vegetarian means no eating meat, fish, or poultry. Lacto-vegetarian is basically the same except not eating any eggs, and vegan is no animal-based products with the exception of honey.
6 to 8 million American adults are classified as vegetarians,
That's about 2% of all Americans.
and 2 million of these people are subclassified as vegans.
And several million adults don't eat red meat, but they do eat other types of meat. According to Epic Oxford, a vegetarian diet can actually be beneficial for your health.
Vegetarians have a 19% lower risk of heart disease.
And they tend to live longer.
They also have lower BMIs, blood pressure, and less likely to have other diseases. Fact!
Agricultural production consumes more fresh water than any human activity.
Animal protein requires more than 8 times the production of fossil fuel energy than that of producing plant, while yielding only 1.4 times the nutritional value than its plant productivity counterparts.
So the livestock industry contributes to about 30% of all human-induced methane. So being on a vegetarian diet helps reduce that amount of methane that's being put into our atmosphere.
Growing crops for farm animals actually takes 50% of the United States water supply and 80% of its agricultural land.
And being on a vegetarian diet actually helps you reduce your ecological footprint. Over time, being on a vegetarian diet has actually grown to be more popular and accessible.
This goes along with more accessibility to produce, vegetables, vegetarian dining options, and growing culinary influences.
So this is the first time I've really settled down for today, and today I'm really tired, and this is the first time I've been really hungry, and I feel as though I don't feel as good as normal, and I think that I have to meal plan a little more because sometimes I just pick a piece of bread over an actual probably prepped meal just because it might have meat in it. So I'm gonna have to work on that, and I'm hoping that for dinner today it'll be better.
So far today I've only eaten fruits and some chips and a rice cake. I found in one of the restaurants some tofu curry, and it tastes really good and it's very filling. So I'm very happy with that.
It's got a salad, no meat, just cucumbers, lettuce, soybeans, watermelon. I don't know, I kind of feel the same. I guess a little bit more energetic, but I'm more hungry more often. And yeah.
Although I haven't eaten meat or even anything that I feel would have meat in it, I recognize that there's a lot of different things that I didn't account for, and it's starting to feel a little bit more difficult than what I thought it was gonna be. So now we're gonna get closer to the weekend, and I'm hoping that will give me more time to actually do meal prep and cook real meals, and then I would probably have a better mood and feel less hungry.
It's dinner time, and I'm about to eat some carbs. We got pasta tonight, and tomato sauce. Sadly, I can't get that. I feel pretty much the same, a little bit more energetic. Yeah, stay tuned.
Hi everyone. Today's Sunday. I just came home from church. I've been at church since 10 and I've only had snacks. So coming home I was really hungry and I saw a box of Panda Express and I opened it up and I saw that there was vegetables and also honey walnut shrimp, which is my favorite thing. So that's not gonna happen anymore. I had one misstep, one tiny teeny shrimp.
So it's Friday and towards the end of my vegetarian diet, and so we're at CalArts, and I got a veggie wrap. It's Indian food and it looks okay, it looks good.
Today I'm at a Sri Lankan restaurant and I'm eating some, it's called appa or hoppers in English. So far, I think I've realized that going vegetarian is pretty easy. There's a lot of different foods you can eat being vegetarian, and I didn't really know that at first. So yeah, challenge continues. Hello everyone, today's Saturday, April 28th, and this is vlog number 7. Right now it's lunchtime and I'm having myself a cheese pizza with olives and mushrooms, and All I gotta say for the past 5 days so far is, wow, I go through a lot of meat in just 5 days. Honestly, it's given me a greater perspective of how much I contribute, just me alone, how much I contribute to meat production. And if it's just me alone contributing that much to meat production, imagine, you know, millions and millions of people. It's amazing.
I didn't eat any meat today. For lunch, I had my usual breakfast. I had my usual bowl of oatmeal and some blueberries. And for lunch, I had rice and vegetables. And then when I came home, I had a snack of pita chips and hummus. And I also ate my dinner, which was basically the same thing I had for lunch. So vegetables and rice.
Today was the end of Saturday, and for lunch and dinner I had quinoa and some other vegetables mixed in, and it was pretty good. So I think that since I got to rest more and actually make more, like have more time to make stuff, I think that in general all the food was better, and I actually felt physically better and more full. So it was pretty good.
Hi, we're with Ellie from Gentle Barn, and hi Ellie, could you please tell us what you do at the Gentle Barn?
Sure. So at the Gentle Barn we do two things. One is we rescue animals from severe abuse and neglect. They have nowhere else to go because they're too old, too sick, too lame, or too scared to be adoptable by anyone else. We bring them in, we rehabilitate them with vet care and a whole slew of alternative methods, and then give them sanctuary for the rest of their lives. And then once they're ready, we partner with them to heal people with the same stories of abuse and neglect.
That's really cool. So like what sort of events or personal experience did you have that would make you want to have like a business like that, or like a method?
Well, the Gentle Barn was my dream since I was 7. I always loved animals, and I loved nature, and I loved being out in nature looking for animals. As I got older, I would find animals that fell out of their nests or got lost or injured, and I would bring them home. And by the time I was 7 years old, my plan was to have a house full of animals that I saved, and they would be my friends.
Earlier you said that vegetarian and vegan diets are growing in popularity in the US. But what can we do to better increase awareness or better increase people assimilating into vegan or vegetarian diets?
You know, the thing is that I know maybe restaurants are finding new ways to advertise or new ways to be like, oh, we're special. But the truth is that the dairy industry and the meat industry is going down. There are more and more dairies across this country that are shutting down every single solitary day. The meat industry is losing millions of dollars every single year. They are literally going down. And maybe you didn't know this, but there are more and more meat and dairy industries that are buying into vegan products. So Tyson Chicken, they own Gardein, which is a vegan product. The dairy industry owns Almond Milk Silk. A Field Roast was just bought out by a huge meat company. So the meat industry and the dairy industry are losing profits every single day. They are shutting down branches. They are shutting down factories. They know this is a losing deal. They know that people are starting to turn. And the smart ones are reaching out and buying into vegan products because they understand that that's the future.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is April 29th, and it's vlog number 9. Right now it's lunchtime, and I'm having some leftovers from last night. So pasta, I got 2 different types of pasta, and yeah, a lot of Italian food lately.
Really coming close to the end of this vegetarian challenge, and it's 8 a.m. I'm eating breakfast in the car like I usually do. It's oatmeal with blueberries, like usual again.
Right now, I'm gonna eat very fresh, beautiful dinner. We got corn on the cob, cucumber salad with tomatoes, and rice. Delicious.
Hi everyone, this is my last meal for the Vegetarian for a Week challenge, and this time I have some takeout. So there is rice and just a ton of vegetables. There's green beans, cabbage, mushrooms, bean sprouts, carrots, baby corn. It was very delicious and satisfying and filling, so I'm really happy that this is my last meal for the vegetarian challenge because this is just really tasty. Feeling a lot better, energy is still really high, and I'm just really happy that I took up this challenge.
This is gonna be the last vlog of this challenge. So yeah, right now it's dinner time. eating potatoes, green beans, and rice. And this is called papadum. It's a Sri Lankan kind of chip. Yeah, really, really good.
Hey guys, so how was your week? I honestly felt amazing doing this challenge.
I feel great after this challenge. I forgot how delicious I can make vegetables taste.
Yeah, I think I had a good experience and I tried different foods, and I also realized something about vegetarianism and the fact that like there's different ways to be vegetarian and there are different vegetarians out there.
Vegetarian diet, take 7.
Alright, hey guys, how was your week?
That's
It's good.
Had a great time.
Did you know that...
Oh, I didn't
hear the week.
You guys were talking, so I'm like, I'm just gonna print these.
No, you're totally fine. That's
Go.
okay. Did you know that up to 6 to 8 million adults in the U.S. refrain from eating meat, fish, or poultry?
That's such a small percentage.
Like that seems like such a small percentage when you think about like the amount of people in the US in general. There's more access to produce now, as well as like different vegetarian dining options and like culinary influences that make being vegetarian more appealing and more like a trend that people want to get into.
However, I don't think that percentage is as big as other countries. So I read online that countries like Japan and Singapore, they have a much larger percentage of vegetarians than the US does.
Did you know that 19% of vegetarians admit to negative effects of vegetarianism, such as lack of energy, feeling faint, and suffering headaches or migraines?
That's really understandable considering that so many of our essential nutrients come from meat and seafood, and vegetarians very much lack the accessibility of those nutrients. That's why they take, supplements and vitamins.
So did you know that vegan and vegetarian diets are not that widely accepted in certain cultural areas, like France, where meat and cheese-based meals are integral to traditional dishes?
I think that makes sense. I think that vegetarianism is becoming more popular because of culture, and like we live in a state where that sort of thing is important to us. Like we have restaurants that are specifically vegetarian because it's becoming more popular for people to eat like that. There's a lot of different celebrities and different like important figures that have joined that movement to the point where like other people want to do it too.
There's also the contrary. There's specialized restaurants like in France and even here in the US, there's specialized restaurants that serve just meat. Our culture is so divided between whether we should eat more meat or whether we should eat more vegetarian-based diets.